guys, welcome to Crystal and Darius. We just decided to make a video telling you guys how we met and kind of the story, I guess.
Yeah.
About a little story time about me meeting his family for the first time. We did long distance for 8 months. 8 months before we ever got to see each other, anything. We got engaged during long distance, and October will be 1 year that we've been married, and January 31st, 2023 made a year together. That's so crazy. So we got some Mexican food from this place called, what was it? San Jose. And we both got mixed fajitas with no onions and bell peppers. We're picky. He's especially picky.
Oh, yeah, like
So anyway, so we have the mixed fajita meat, and then we have the beans, rice, pico, lettuce, all that stuff. And then there's chips right here. He's not gonna eat it. Or the salsa. He might eat the chips, not the salsa. So that's gonna be my thing. So where do you want to start? I think we should start just how we met. So you want to tell them, or you want me to tell them?
Okay, so basically, she was on TikTok live, and she was eating, what was it?
Tacos. How ironic that our first YouTube video is Mexican food, and that's what you first saw me eating.
That is true. So she was eating tacos, and I just so happened, I was like, I'm just gonna, hop in her live.
Hop in my live.
Just see how, everything was going and everything. So, I went in there and I said hello. And I was surprised that she actually said hello back.
I don't know why. I'm such a nice person.
Her to say anything, because I went in there before and she did not say anything to me. So I
had no idea until he told me that he was ever in any of my lives. Let's just preface this. I didn't go live by myself ever. I always went with one of my friends on TikTok, and she didn't want to go live that day, and I actually felt good enough to go live by myself. I already had the 1,000 followers and everything, so I could go live. I just didn't, and then I did.
Okay, back to the story. She went on live, and she said hello. I said hello. She said hello, and that's how everything started. I asked her how she was doing. She wouldn't show her face.
Let me tell you what, I was hungry. I went in there and made tacos, and I was like stuffing my face. And somebody said something about me smacking on live, and I was like, I'm trying to get this in my mouth. Like, I had literally bit, and the way I had bit it, I was trying to get everything in my mouth, and they were like, oh my gosh, you're smacking, and I was like,
I didn't hear you smacking.
See, that's what I'm saying. I don't know, but anyway, this is our food. So this is the fajita meat, and then rice, all that stuff, the tortillas, and the salsa, which I didn't get it last time that we went there. We've been there before, but I did not eat it because he didn't eat any, and we went with his godmother, and I don't know what it is. They don't eat vegetables. They just don't. I don't know. Don't look at me.
You just calling people out.
Listen. Listen.
You got to let all of YouTube community know.
Listen, I'm just telling the truth.
Some things they don't need to know.
I think that's important for people to know.
Back to the
anyway,
story. We are so sidetracking.
So he said hey, and from then on, he was always in my lives, or we didn't pray.
I didn't start eating yet. I was just preparing.
I know. I licked my finger though. I'm trying. I'm just waiting. Okay. Amen.
Amen.
So, listen, I'm just hungry. Okay.
That's fine. Not judging of you. And she was doing that, doing the live.
Don't even call me out.
You called me out. What's
So,
the difference?
basically, he started coming in all my lives. And I'm not gonna lie, at first I thought he was a fake profile because he had no videos. And the picture was like just a picture, like there was no video. So I was like, but I don't know, something just told me to not, like.
I'm listening. I'm just listening.
Something told me to not, like, that it was okay, you know? So I'm gonna count that as God. And so eventually we ended up in a friend of ours' live. Actually, he was my friend. Like, first I knew him from like other people and on TikTok, and unfortunately I got the news the other day that he passed away. So RIP to him. He was so awesome.
Be gone.
And he loved telling people that he got us together. So anyway, we went in his live, and we ended up. Okay, so where we left off was that my friend on TikTok, we were in his live, and I wasn't even gonna get on live. Funny thing, I went in his live, and every time I went in this person's live, he would always get me in the box, which I hated. But at that point in time, I was like cool with going live on TikTok and stuff like that. So I did, and he came in there and decided that I don't know how, but we got. Oh, I said my child from a previous relationship, a previous marriage actually, was being bad, and so I was like, somebody come get him. And somehow we ended up saying that he was gonna be a whole daycare worker and like watch my kid. It was play stepdad. I mean, it was just a joke. Like, and other people, and the one other person in the live was like making jokes. It was like, oh yeah, like, I don't know. It was just a whole thing. Like, I wasn't gonna get a paycheck. It was just crazy. And so
oh yeah, I remember that.
So anyway, basically we ended up I ended up saying I needed a TikTok husband, and so I asked him, and I completely thought he was gonna say no, and he thought that it was a joke, and it wasn't. I was serious, and
Just always say no.
right, yeah, I did. I was like, this dude is gonna be like, you're weird. No, but he actually ended up saying yes. I was so shocked. I
showed you, didn't I? Just thought I was gonna say no.
So,
Just didn't have no faith in me at all.
listen, I really didn't know what to expect, but then that night, before I went to bed, I got off alive and everything, and he sent me a message, and he said, "Good night, my TikTok wife." And I was like, "What the heck?"
Just trying to be a good TikTok husband.
Right? So I texted him, and I was like, "Hey, if you ever want to talk off of here, here's my number." And I was like, this man is gonna be like, I just like became your TikTok husband. Like, no, we're gonna talk on here. And so he messaged me, and I woke up to the sweetest message. And I was just like, oh my goodness. So my friend that I was saying, I went live with her all the time at that point in time. She actually, I called her the next day and I was like, girl, this dude, like, he came in the live. Like, I had to tell her everything. And I told her that I wanted to talk to him because I was like, I gotta see if this dude's real. Like, I gotta see if the picture's real. So
Stop catfish.
Listen, no. I just needed to know, like, who I was talking to. So we ended up texting that whole next day. And all of a sudden I was like, I'm going to try to call, but I'm going to accidentally call. And so I did. And he was like, what did you say? He just said he would talk to me later or something like that. Like, he would call later.
I was doing something.
And
something like that. I think I was at work or something like that.
Yeah, I think that's what you said. And so we were like, I was like, oh my goodness. So I called my friend and I was like, girl, he didn't want to talk to me. So I was like, I don't think that this is going to work. Like, he's so sweet. I really want to get to know him, but I don't think it's going to work. Listen, yes, I did. I was just scared you didn't want to talk to me. So anywho, she was like, well, you never know, just try again later. So finally, did I get on live that night?
You went on live first.
Yeah. Okay. So I got on live first, and then I got off, and I wanted to talk to him, so I
came in the live.
Did I text you? I feel like I texted you, right?
Yeah, we went on live. Well, she went on live. I came in the live, and then I told her I was going to text her when she got off. So when she got off,
I was ready to go, y'all.
She was ready to go right then. She was like, bye. I was like, okay, I'm going out too. So she texted me. I text her. She texts me back. And then we said that we was going to talk on the phone.
We FaceTime, y'all. I was like, talk on the phone? I'm FaceTiming you. So I did. And when he answered the phone, you know, like, you get kind of like nervous talking to somebody for the first time. Like, we were both equally nervous. Like, you could tell we were like little babies. Especially me. I was so scared. But don't call me out like that. He was sitting there. Let me tell you what he was doing. He was sitting there. I'm never gonna forget it. He was sitting there like this the whole time. He had his little Adidas hoodie on that he still wears all the time. And I was just like, oh my gosh, it's really him.
I was catfish.
Listen, you never know what people are doing on TikTok, because people like do some sketchy stuff on TikTok. So I just didn't know. And so I was like, oh my goodness. Well, he ended up telling me the story about like what his ex did to him. I told him what my ex did to me. It was a lot. And fun fact about him, he is from Mount Olive, North Carolina, which is what you think I was gonna say. Just airing all the dirty laundry out on YouTube. No. Basically, he thought that I was gonna say like, or I don't know what he thought I was gonna say. But basically, he's from Mount Olive, North Carolina. If you don't know why that's significant, the brand Mount Olive of pickles. That's the town he's from. He actually worked at the pickle plant, so I'm still waiting on my pickles. I'll tell y'all why that's important later.
They still working on it.
Mm-hmm.
Still working on it.
Mm-hmm. That was the biggest bite. So we talked and he told me about what his ex did to me. I told him what my ex, no. He told me what his ex did to him, and I told him what my ex did to me. And he was the first one to say, I don't want to do a long distance relationship again, which I'm not going to tell that story. He can explain it at a later date if he wants to. But, so.
That's a different sermon.
Right. A different sermon for a different Sunday. But anyway, so.
She'll probably watch it too.
Eventually she probably will. But anyway.
I hope not.
Stop. So anyway, like, I was so devastated when he said that. But I said I didn't want a long distance relationship either. But I really was like, for this dude, I will. Like, he was so sweet and so different than what I had in the past and in my, especially with the most recent past relationship. It was like a whole different, like, it was like a breath of fresh air. And so, yeah. I think it took us 3 days of talking to each other to get in a relationship. So
3 or 4.
I think maybe it was 4.
I think it was the 4th day that we actually decided that we were going to get in a relationship.
Mm-hmm. And the rest is history. We had a lot of friends tell us, well, I'm not going to say friends. A lot of people that were supposed to be friends with me tell me to, like, slow down because, like, I was always on TikTok Live, like, all the time. And I stopped going on TikTok Live when we got together. Just because, like, I wanted to talk to him, and obviously, like, it was a new relationship, so I really wanted to still, like, have that, I wanted to have that time. And everybody was like, oh my gosh, y'all need to slow down, like. Yeah. We can talk about that at a later date too. But basically, we would be on the phone, like, while he was at work. We were on the phone, like, all day and all night. Like, we slept on the phone. And a lot of people were like, oh my gosh, that sounds extra. But for us, it doesn't work for everybody. But for us, it worked. And it got us to 8 months in a relationship. And then, so we got together on July 31st. And around the beginning of March, he asked me to marry him, and I was like, yes.
It took a long time too. She let me just stop.
No, go ahead.
So I had her on the phone. Well, she had me on the phone. She was just sitting there.
Wait.
I had the video.
Wait. Let's just say right now, he told me he had to talk to me, and then he went to church.
What is this?
Oh, no. You went to your aunt's house, right?
Yes. That's my aunt's house.
He went to his aunt's house to eat.
She was so scared. She thought she was.
I thought we were ending it. I was like, oh my goodness, already.
She done got everything done. She looked nice. Not that she don't look nice now. She done got her hair all did and all that stuff. She thought. When I asked her, and I got the video too.
But I'm not showing them the video.
But yeah. She thought I was about to say I don't want to be with you anymore. But I actually said, will you marry me? And she was in a shock. She couldn't say anything.
Shook it. I was so surprised.
And I told her mom earlier that day. I showed her the ring. I said, I'm gonna propose to her tonight when I get home. And she said, okay. She said, just let me know. And I'll record it. You sure you don't want to show me the video?
I'm positive I don't.
That'd be a nice.
I don't think we need to show them the video.
A nice little clip it.
No.
Sure.
No.
It's good for us.
It's not good for us. No.
But yeah. So she thought I was gonna tell her I didn't want to be with her, and I actually proposed to her. And everybody was in on it. She just didn't know.
Yeah, really. They were like plotting behind my back.
Yep, sure was.
That's so unnecessary. Anyway.
But did you know though?
No, I didn't know.
Were you supposed to know?
Yes.
If I didn't tell you, I mean, if I told you
Mm-hmm.
that I was gonna propose to you, you would have already known.
Okay, let's just preface the fact that we both knew we were gonna get married to each other already. We both knew that we wanted to marry each other. It was just a matter of whenever he asked. So let's just say that first.
And I told you that you wasn't gonna know.
He said it won't be long, and I was
said
like,
it won't be long. I said, but you're not gonna know. I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna do it when you're least expecting it.
I was definitely least expecting it. He had me scared. And so, yeah, I was terrified. The relationship was still very new, so I was kind of scared, but yeah. Anyway.
Sorry for scaring you.
So he asked me, and I said yes, and we did long distance until October of 2022. So we got together at the beginning of the year. So July. When does the year start with July? January 31st. And we got engaged in early March. And we got married October. But he drove all the way. So sweet. He drove all the way to Arkansas from North Carolina. 15 hours. Straight. He stopped to go to the bathroom one time. And get gas. And he drove. Keep in mind, neither one of us had any sleep the night before. My mom woke up. Yeah. So anyway, we were together and that just flew out of my mouth. Anyway, so he came all the way to Arkansas. We went to sleep that night. Woke up. We went to bed at 9 o'clock. We woke up at 1 something. Started packing the car because we couldn't go back to sleep. And drove all the way back here. We left at 4 something. I'm getting traumatized again.
Actually, I was going to start off driving. Let me just say that. Mm-hmm. I was going to start off driving because I was good. I was perfectly fine. But
I was trying to be nice. I was like, you just drove all that time. I literally made it like an hour and a half driving, and then we literally had to switch because I was starting to feel my eyes closing. So, very reluctantly, I let him drive. And I was just not here for it. I couldn't sleep the whole time. Like, I kept waking up. We both would doze off and then wake up. It was so bad. We stopped. I wish we remember where we stopped to go to Chick-fil-A. Do you remember?
Alabama.
I think it was Alabama. Probably. So we stopped and we got Chick-fil-A. And when I tell you, I've never been so upset to see the time. It was literally 11 o'clock. And we were so tired. So fast forward, we stopped in Georgia because we realized once we got here, nothing was going to be open. And it was the longest trip. The car was packed. I could not move my legs. It was bad.
Holding stuff in all, like.
Mm-hmm. My pinky toe was numb. I had to be unburied to get out the car. Like, not unburied, but like, he had to take the stuff off my lap for me to be able to get up. It was very traumatizing, and I would never drive that far again in my life. How do you feel about driving that long? We were both so traumatized. We got here. Our son didn't want to go in his room, so we put his mattress on the floor in our room. Actually, I think he started off sleeping with us. Did he? He was supposed to get in the bed though, right? Yeah, he was supposed to get in the bed with us, but we didn't have enough room, is what it was. So we put his mattress on the floor in our room, and we all passed out. Him and our son passed out first. It was hard. Like, it's hard for me to adjust to new places, so it took me a minute to fall asleep, but once I fell asleep,
I slept the night before.
Yeah, he slept here the night before he came to go get us. So, I was so sleepy, and of course, I didn't even sleep that long. What time did we go to bed? Like 5 in the morning. We didn't get here. Actually, a 15-hour trip turned into like a 23.5-hour trip. So horrible. And everybody's gonna be like, why didn't y'all get a hotel? Because we were trying to just hurry up and get here. There was actually stuff that was supposed to happen when we got here, the night that we got here, but it didn't happen. That's a difference. Well, we're gonna kind of talk about it this time. If we talk about how it went when I met your family the first time. See his face? That means that it's tea. So basically, I woke up at like 8, 9 o'clock in the morning, and they slept till like, what time did y'all get up? I feel like it was in the afternoon.
It was like 11 or 12.
Yeah. So we had no couch, we had no furniture but the beds, and yeah, it was a lot. Well, we had furniture, but not like, we didn't have a couch yet, nothing like that. So yeah, we'll just say that. So basically, we ended up going out that day, getting everything we needed, all that stuff. But then I was supposed to meet his family the night we got here, and I didn't. And we kind of got forced into meeting with his family. How long was it that we were here? We weren't here very long.
Day.
This,
Like the next day.
no, I feel like it was the third day.
No, I'm saying, because the night we got here, we slept. And that next day, we was told to go, and we was looking for furniture and stuff. So then the next day, that's when it was.
Yeah. And I'm not gonna go all the way into detail, but I will say everybody but his mom likes me. His mom hates me for no reason. Let's just talk about that. For no reason. Never gave me a chance, never tried to get to know me. She was very hostile from the beginning, and defensive. And like, instead of asking questions to get to know me like everybody else in his family was, she just got defensive and like went off on me.
Just to let y'all know, I did try to say something, but I was being cut off all the time, so it was kind of pointless. We keep trying to.
And the argument got very heated, and it shouldn't have gotten heated, but he was trying to defend me, I was trying to defend him, but his mom, I'm just gonna say this, she's the kind of person that you can't really like talk to, because she's very set in her ways, and she did not agree with us being together because of the way that we met. Obviously, she's from an older generation, so you know, they don't do stuff like that. But in 2022, 2023, that's, you know, culture. So that's, a lot of people do that. So and she was mad about that. So that was the whole thing. And she doesn't like me because instead of letting her roll over me, I stuck up for myself. And not in a disrespectful way at all, right? Just like trying to like defend myself. She didn't like it. She didn't like that I stuck up for myself and I didn't just do it. She's kind of one of those people that like, it's her way or the highway, you know? So anyway, everybody in his family likes me now. His aunt kind of had to warm up to me, but other than that, like, everybody's fine. Just not her. So, and it is what it is, but you know.
So yeah, that was how that went.
I have the napkin. So basically, not long after that, we ended up getting married, and his mom still hates me, but it's fine. It's fine. Everything's fine.
Point is, I love you.
Oh, I love you too.
I love you more.
Don't do that. Don't do that in front of the people, because I'll have to fight you in front of the people. I might have to.
More.
Okay, y'all see he's antagonizing the situation. No,
No, I come
but-
missing.
but don't say that. Anyway, so yeah, like that's the story. We got married. And we've been married, and we're gonna stay married. And maybe eventually his mom will warm up. I don't think she will, but I'm having faith in God that will happen. I don't think there's anything that we left out. Is there? No. Right?
No.
Okay, well, I think that's it. That was a very long story. But yeah. Right. Anyway, so we're gonna finish our food and enjoy the rest of our night. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you in the next video. Bye.
Bye.